What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a debut single from the band Himmelkraft, and the name of the song is Uranium. Now it's funny, when I first saw that, there's this new band being announced with like a debut single and stuff called Himmelkraft, I was like, huh, I'm not sure, it seems like something almost like a Rammstein kind of like, heavy German style, metal music or whatnot. But then I saw that this is the legendary Tony Kakko of Sonata Arctica. It's his new project here, his new side band or what have you. And I was like, wow, okay, I was not expecting that. So really, really curious to check this out. Interesting band name. I'm not sure what that means or anything, but yeah, this is the debut single here from Himmelkraft. The new album is coming out, or the debut album is scheduled for release March 7th. So a little ways out, but we have the first single here to check out, so let's do that right now. Rangers, go.
What the world hasn't got, 'cause the world has
Interesting, but I'm not quite sure. What do we need? Man, I was hoping the song would make it more clear as to what we need, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Anywho, I feel bad for Tony Kako because this poor fella. I feel like early Sonata Arctica was so incredibly good that I think he'll forever be everything that he creates is always just going to be in the shadow of early Sonata Arctica. Everything is always going to be kind of compared to it or what have you. But I mean, it was so good though that it just we can't help it. But I'll say there's shades in this song that reminds me of kind of early Sonata Arctica. So that was kind of cool. But I'll come right out and say is that the song it never really kind of hooked me or anything like that. It's not bad, but it's also not great. It just I don't know. It feels like it meanders a little bit too much, and it never really has an oomph to it that makes you like demands your attention or anything like that. But there's elements that I liked about this song, but then elements that I wasn't so big on. One thing I love though is the piano. Really really nice having that piano back there, and that's what kind of reminds me a little bit of some early Sonata Arctica, and plus a little bit of like the melody, kind of the approach of the song in a sense, down to its like basic level. So it was kind of cool, hearing that. But the song itself, it just, like I said, I love the piano. The piano was very, very nice throughout the whole song. And it was never like too crazy or anything, but it just added a nice tone to the song and it just sounded good. And then there was moments of where you kind of hear like a choir in the background. I think it was kind of like in the chorus where things are kind of coming together a bit more and you hear it all working together. And I enjoyed that quite a bit as well. So there's definitely elements to the song that I enjoyed. But again, it just, I don't know, it just meanders a bit. That's kind of the best way I can put it. And it never really has that grabbing factor, to where, I need to like keep listening to this or whatnot. The verses were pretty good. It very kind of, Tony style, a lot of words and, a little bit of an aggressive approach. And then the chorus gets a bit more melodic. But yeah, so it's like the verses were all right. It was a little much. I think with just how wordy it was, and it just didn't. I don't know. It wasn't bad though. And then the chorus I felt like could have been a little bit stronger because there was a nice melody there. But again, everything in this song, it just feels like there's not a whole lot of just cohesion, like a real core to this song. It's just all kind of there in a sense. And so you never really have any anchor points as the listener or it just, I don't know, it's kind of missing a spark maybe. It feels almost lifeless a little bit. So, that's my thoughts. And, the guitar work, I couldn't really pick out too much going on, with the guitar and stuff. That's the thing too. I feel like aside from kind of just like the vocals and the piano, everything else was just really kind of in the background and just, I guess, creating like a backing layer of sound, but nothing really jumping out or anything. Because like I said, there's not much I can think of that was real notable on the guitar, and even the drums were just kind of going along and all that kind of stuff. So it just felt a little empty, in between all of that. Whereas like the most flavor, for the song, I feel like came from the piano, and then also some of the nice choirs and things like that. And the vocals are solid, of course, without a doubt. I mean, that's to be expected. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting song. It might be one that I need to listen to more than once, just because I don't know, it's interesting, and it's hard for me to really kind of put my finger on it. So I almost have to listen to it a few more times to see if I can really wrap my head around the whole thing, or if it like jumps out at me a bit more. But just off the first listen, again, there's shades of things that I really liked, but then other things that would just kind of pass me by. And that's just kind of how I feel like the song was. It, as a whole, it just kind of passed me by, and just didn't have that spark that was like, oh man, I really got to pay attention to this. Because even the melodies were kind of neither here nor there. And I still don't know what we need, so. But anywho, I'm definitely curious, of course, and looking forward to the new album in March. I'm very curious to see what like the second single will be like, because this first one definitely didn't blow me away by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to the album in March? Let's talk about it. But don't ever forget, we shan't tickle the dragon's tail. Ranger, out.